Mag Rock TV.
Okay, we got the Aquaterra Adriana. It was from Costco. We've had it for about a month. We got the slab poured and everything like that. Really have enjoyed it. It's kept a good temperature. We got it in the 110 right now. We might switch to 220 once it gets into the winter, but right now, spring, summer, we're really enjoying it. The one thing that we did find is that we would like to have had a cover lifter. So we went on the website and we ordered a cover lifter, which just came in. So this will be the installing of the cover lifter. So here are the parts, the box that came in, and then all the parts that are kind of laid out here on the kitchen table. Yep. Alright, so first off we're going to get on our, this is a undermount, meaning that these pieces go underneath the hot tub. So we've gone and drained the hot tub completely, got it all cleaned out, took the filter out. We're going to redo that too. Now if you look, you're going to have, the diagrams are pretty poorly designed, but you're going to have the bigger nut on the bottom, and you have the higher hole with the longer, skinnier nut on the upper half. And you'll do the exact opposite on this side. Small in the back, the fat in the bottom front. Okay? So we've put them in the appropriate spots. Again, the diagram doesn't give us a great spot to put it. So what we've done is we've just put it next to the seam on the left side. And then if we go to the other side, we've just matched it up here on the same thing. Now we looked for the ones that had the screws on this side, even though they didn't have the seam, and we based it off of that seam right there. So hopefully this is the correctly spot for us. We'll find out when we totally assemble it. Okay. Alright, so we've laid out all the parts here on the table. Got the covers, got the poles, got the two cross arms over here. So now we're just going to assemble them here in this workbench area, and then we'll take them outside to the hot tub. Okay, so we've laid out the parts here. We're going short side on the top of the, or that's going to go across your hot tub, with the connector piece here in the middle. Same on the other side. Longer side on this L piece goes down into the tub, to the side of the tub. We're also going to have this connector piece here. This is the one that has the big mouth on one side and the regular side. We're going to put the big mouth next to the tub. Again, we're down here. This is going to go on the longer, skinnier one. I guess they're the same size, but the skinnier hole. So they've came with a washer, which we're going to put on. Then they gave us one of these plastic pieces. Then we'll put on our bar. I'm going mouth side in. It wasn't clearly designed in the instructions, so hopefully that's the right way. We're putting a second mouthpiece. Okay, so it should be connecting like that. Then we got another big washer, followed by a little washer, and then our lock nut. Great. Now they came with another nut that goes down here on the bottom peg. Not sure if you need a washer. Again, the diagram was pretty poor. So we'll tighten those two up, and then you'll put your caps on in once they're tightened up. So we'll get back to you once we've tightened them up on both sides. Okay, so we got them tightened up. So now we're just put our little cap on these on the bolts. And now, so you'll have this one somewhat up into a straight end here. And then we'll just go over and do the other side, and then we'll attach the cross arms and set it up. Okay, so on the other side, what I've done first is I'm just going to put this bolt on the bottom side first. Made it a lot easier, especially since I'm using a crescent wrench. If you have the ratchet, then maybe it's not as tough. But I noticed on the other side it was a difficult process, especially get on that bottom one if I attacked the top one first. So I would, just a little hint, I would do the bottom one if you're doing a crescent wrench. Just put on the nut on the bottom, and then we'll tack the top here in a second. Big washer. Here you go. Then we go to the mouth.
Well, that's really pretty.
Then again, we use the big mouth in on the first side. Follow up with another plastic that just goes right through our hole. Give it a little egg. Bigger washer, little washer, lock nut. Alright, again we'll tighten those up with the crescent wrench and put on the covers. Okay, so we haven't assembled, we just put these together. We wanted to measure it out. Lengthen out your side so that it's right on the seam. That's what we're going to start with. And again, make sure that it's level all the way across so that it's seam on seam right there. Now what you do is we've got these little tapping screws. You got 3 holes here on this crossbar that's going to go across. We're going to drive those in on all 3 of those. And then we've got a cap that's going to go basically on top of that. So it'll be a black with a little bump. There's 3 on that side. And then if you go down on your sides here, you're going to have 3 here. You'll do the same thing. Those same tapping screws right in here, and that'll keep your height adjusted. So let me screw those in, and then we'll come. One hint that I will tell you is put something underneath of it. See, I'm doing mine on my cover, and at times the screwdriver might slip off the bit, and you don't want to poke in there. So I put cardboard. Definitely could do like a small piece of wood or something, just to give it added protection so that you don't poke anything into. That's when you're dealing with the top bar. Okay, so put the 3 screws on the sidebar too. That'll lead down. These ones seem to go in easier. Big thing is make sure you support it back here when you're putting pressure in and you're drilling into it. Definitely give it pressure. You don't want to start bending stuff. But we got this one done on one side. Okay, so they give you these little cap pieces that go right on the screw head. As you can see, this one's already in. You just put them on top and just press in, and you'll hear it click there, or you can really feel it click with your thumb or whatever finger you're pushing in with. But yeah, just line it up, make sure it's over the top, and then you can hear it or feel it click in and take place. Alright, and you'll do that for those, like I've already done for my top pieces as well. Alright, so these screws were on the actual inside, so I'm not sure if I missed putting on a bolt or a board or anything, but they flipped from the other side. But went in a little tougher just because of the angle that you're at. Again, I was holding my hand behind it to make sure that it didn't bend that pole. So we look at the functionality, one-handed, and there we go. Alright, so the true test is I'm filming with one hand and see if we can actually get this to go. So there's the cover, flips over. I'm just going to grab it by the hand, the padded part here, and ta-da! There it is. I hope you guys get something out of this video. Now the one thing I will note is on their video they said put it on the opposite side, but that was just how ours fit. We're our electrical in our house and how we wanted the cover to come off. So yeah, that'll work. Seems to work pretty good. It is definitely one-handed, filming here and there and covered. Now back to filling it. Again, we had the Adriana. That was the one that we got from Costco. So we ordered the cover directly from Alcantara. They told me it was low mount. After completing it, we had 2 pieces left. Now, reading the directions, if you guys have a wider pool, then these would have come in handy there. But we didn't need to use them, so it looks good.